Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and giving your exam also. So children, in this time, most probably you all was seeing our video also, and as you all are aware that we have started a chapter 6, that is decimals, in our previous video. And what we have done in that video, in our previous video we have completed with how to represent a decimal number by using fraction and how a fraction can be represented in decimal form. That we have done. So children, I had a thought, might be you will be having some problem using these fraction method or representing the decimal. So today I had a thought that we will do the representation of decimal number using the abacus. Now abacus you all were seeing in the class, you all are having at your home, and more often we were giving you in the holiday homework to make it. So abacus help you to represent the number, the digits on its particular place. So here on the board you can see an abacus that is containing 4 spikes A, B, C and D. So in this I have not written the place value of these. Now in decimals you have the previous places, that is ones, tens, hundred and thousand and so on. Along with that you have your decimal places also, that is tenths, hundreds and thousands, which we have done. If I'll put a decimal over there, if I'll assume it that this will be your decimal place, so what this spike will become, the C will become ones and this will become tens. Fine. Accordingly this B will become your tens place, which is your first place after decimal, and this will be your hundredth place after decimal. Now children, what we will do, we will see the representation of this. This can be represented with O, this can be represented with T, but in decimal tens will be represented with small t and hundredths will be represented with small h. Now you have to remember these places, these place value, and then accordingly you can represent that decimal number over the abacus. Now for example, you have been given with this. Now in A, if I'll make 2 beads, then in this B we have made 1 bead, and after that in C we have 3 beads, 1, 2 and 3, and in this you have 4 beads. Fine. So by counting the number, as you all are aware about abacus, that as many beads we have, those many digit will be on that particular place. So what we will do, we will count this 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 we will write here 1, 2, 3, then 1, then 2. It means, and if I put the decimal place where we are going to put, because after decimal you have this tens place, so I will put the decimal here. Now what does this decimal number, that is 43.12. Fine. Or if I speak it like that, 43 decimal 1 2. So it will not be incorrect. Fine. As I told you that you were writing the decimal number in words as we were pronunciated. 1 2 point 1 2 43.12. So what we have done in this question, we have done how to represent a decimal number on the abacus. Fine. So we have taken one abacus in which we have 4 spikes. First A spike represent your hundredths place which is your after decimal your place will be there, then your tens place, after decimal first place will be there, then your ones and then tens, ones, tens before decimal, and after decimal your tens and hundredths place will be there. And how you are representing that decimal number on the spike abacus, or how a number which is already given on abacus, how will you write it in words, or how will you write it in decimal form, that also you can do. Now what we have learned in this, we have learned three things. First, how to represent a decimal number on abacus. Second, how to write it in decimal form. 3, how to write it in word. Fine. So children, I hope this will be clear to you all how to represent it. I am not going to erase this spike abacus, because again we are going to take it in that question number, next question. So before we will move to that question, first of all we will see the question which we were doing yesterday, that how to write a decimal number in words. So let's start with that question number 4 which we have started yesterday, and how you can write it using this place value chart or with this decimal representation of abacus. You can use any one of the thing and then you can write it. So let's start with this. Question 4, write in words. Question 4, that is write in words. Now what is given in this question? You have been given with a decimal number and you have to write that decimal number in words. So we will start with our A part. What is that A part? That is 0.4. Now what have been given to you? That is 0.4. Now as you can see, after decimal, that is your first place. So it will become 4. And what is the place value? That is tens. So quite easy. You can write it 4 tens. Fine. That is simple one. Now we'll come to B. That is 0.05. Now after decimal, what is the place? That is second place. Now which is the second place? This is your tens and this is your hundredths. Fine. H is there. So that will become 5 hundredths. 5 hundredths. This is your second place. Fine. Now we'll come to our C part. What is that C part is? C part is 1.29, and how we are going to write it in words. So when we are writing this kind of a number, see, when we have 0 on the place of whole number, then we are not going to write there. Fine. Sometimes you were writing it, we were writing it like 0.4 also. Fine. But most of the cases when we have 0, we were not representing it into words. But when we have any whole number here, then we are writing it. What we are going to write it? 1 and what is the place value here? Ones, that is tens and hundreds. So we are going to take only the highest place value, that is hundreds. So it will become 1 and 29 hundredths. 29 hundredths. Remember it carefully. What is there? Here you are going to take the highest place value. Tens is there and hundredths is there. Which is the highest? Hundredths. So 29 will become hundredths. So 1 and 29 hundredths. Fine. Now we'll come to a D part. That is again 12.73. Now again this is your tens place and this is your hundredth place. So we are going to take the bigger place value, that is hundredths. So we will write it 73 hundredths. And what we have in the whole number? That is 12. So what we will write here? 12 and what is that? 73 hundredths. What we will write here? 73 hundredths. Fine. Whichever highest place value is there, that you are going to take it and take that and then write it into that form. Fine. So this we have completed D part. Now we have E part. Now the question is, if you have any thousands place after decimal, so you are going to take that thousand place only? Yes. The answer is yes. If you have been given with the thousand place, then you are going to take that thousands place only. So let's see in this E part, that is 4.059. 4.059. Now you can see here 4 is the whole number. So we will write this 4 as it is. And this. Now this is your tens place, this is your hundreds place, and this is your thousands place. Whichever place is highest, thousands. So we are going to take it 59 thousands. So we'll see this question again. Question number 4, that is write in words. You have been given with decimal numbers, and these decimal numbers you have to write it in words. So first A part is 0.4. Now after decimal you have only one place, which is your tens place, and which is the only place you have. So you are going to write it 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Now we'll come to B part. I hope A part is clear to you all. Now B part is 0.05. 0.05. Now you can see here you have two places, tens and hundreds. And which is highest? Hundreds. So we are going to take hundreds, and we have only 5 over there, so that will become 5 hundredths. Now, but the question will change from C part. You will have been given with that ones place also. Ones place, which is your whole number. Ones place, which is your whole number. So it is given a whole number also there. So we are not supposed to do anything in the whole number. We are going to write whole number as it is, and then we have to see in the decimal part which is the highest place value, and by using that highest place value we will write the decimal part. Now we have to write 29 and tens or hundreds, that will become 100. Out of 10 and 100, which is the highest? Hundreds. So we are going to write the hundreds. I hope that is clear. 1 and 29 hundredths. 1 and 29 hundredths. Now we'll come to D part. Again D part we have 12 in the whole part. So 12 we will write it as it is. There will be no change. 12 and now 73. Highest place value is hundreds. So we will write 73 hundredths. 73 hundredths. Now we'll come to E part, that is 4.059. We have 3 decimal places after decimal. So we have to find it out tens, hundred and thousand. Which is the highest place value? Thousands. So we are going to write this 59 with thousands. Fine. Whichever highest place value you have, you are going to use that place value, and then you will write it with that. Fine. If you will be having here 1, then you are going to write 159 thousands. Fine. So that kind of a question also we will see. Now we have completed this question number 4. Right now we are going to start our question number 5. Write in decimal. Now the next question is vice versa of this question. You have been given with, if you will understand this question 4, then only that question 5 will become easier for you, because you have to write in decimal. In words you have been given and you have to write it in decimal. So let's start that question number 5. Quite simple question. You have to remember the decimal place value and accordingly we will write it in the decimal form. Fine. See children, if you have any doubt regarding these decimal representation, what you can do, on the corner of your notebook you can write this place value system with a pencil, and after that you can see that number in that by writing that number in that place value chart. So let's start our question number 5, that is write in decimals. Write in decimals. So now you have to write it in decimal. The question is write in decimals. You have to write numbers which have been given in words. You have to write it in decimals. So let's start with the first 5. A part is 5 hundredths. Now this is your first one, 5 hundredths. Now say this question 5 hundredths means the place value is 100th, means after decimal you have to write 5 on the second place. So if you will write 5 on the 100th place, so what you will write on 10th place? Correct, you will write 0 over there. Fine. So what we will do here, that 0 we will write here, then decimal point, then on 10th place we will write 0 and then 5 on 100th place. See this? 5 hundredths have been given to you. 5 hundredths means after decimal you have to take 100th place, that is ones and tens. So what we will do? On ones place, on tens place what we will write? 0. And on 100th place it is already given, that is 500. So that we will write over there, 500. So similarly we will see B part. Now B part is quite simple. B part is 0 for decimal 19. See, you can write number names or you can write decimal numbers in words like this also. 0 decimal 1 9. So the way it is written, we are going to write it in numbers. We are going to write it in digits. So that is 0. Then what we have decimal. We'll put a decimal, then 1 and then 9. Quite simple. 0.19. You can, if you are writing in words like this, then also it will not be incorrect. But you must understand the place value of that, because that we are going to use in like and unlike terms also. Fine. Whenever we are going to do expanded notation or when we are going to represent a decimal number using abacus, then we required it. Fine. Now C part is what? Now C part is 9 decimal 45. 9 decimal 4 5. Now what is this? 9 decimal 4 5 means 9, then what we have? Decimal, put a decimal, then 4, then 5. Quite simple. 9 decimal 4 5. Whatever will be given here, you have to write it in that way only. 9 decimal 4 and 5. So now what we have done, we have completed with C part. Now we'll come to our D part. 18 decimal 015. 18 decimal 015. Again and again I am telling you, if you are writing the decimal number in words, you can write in this way also, that 18 decimal 015. That is also correct. So how we are going to write? What is the whole number part of this? That is 18. So what we will write here? We will write here 18, then decimal, and then 0, 1 and 5. 0, 1 and 5. So now we'll do E part of it. E part is what? 8.8 point. Now what does this point mean? Point means decimal only. Point means decimal only. Whenever it is given point or decimal, both are correct. 8.006. 8.006. What we will write it? 8, then point, then 0, 0 and 6. 8.00 and 6. Now F part. Now F part is 4 and 35,000. It is a little bit tricky. 4 and 35,000. Now understand this question carefully. Now 4 means the whole number is 4 part. So what we will write here 4. After that we will have this decimal point. Now 35,000. Thousands place value. How many decimal places do you require? 1000 in the thousands place value. How many decimal places do you require? 3. So here you have been given with 2 only, 30 and 5, 35. So what will be the third place? That will become your 0. So what is the answer? 4.035. So what is that representation? 4 and 35,000. So children, as we have seen different place values of decimal and how to write a number which is given in words, how to write it in decimal, that we have seen. So let us revise this question 5 once again, and then we will move to our next question, how to represent a decimal number using abacus. So now in question number 5, you have been given with number in words that write in decimals. You have to write it in decimal. Now A part is 5 hundredths. As you can see, the place value of decimal is hundredth. But here you have been given with only one number, that is 5. Means before hundredth we have tens place also in decimal. So what we are going to write on tens place? We will write 0. So that will become 0, 5. And that will become 5 hundredths. We can write this 0.05 in that way also. Like if you have to write it in number name, so you can write it 0.05 also. That will also correct. Now B part is 0.19. It means, as I told you just now, you can write it in this way. Whatever way it is written, like 0.146, 0.156, in that way only you have to write it. Now here 0.19, it means 0 point means that decimal only, decimal 1 and 9. Now come to C part, 9.45. What does it mean? 9.45. Fine. Simply whatever it will be written, that only you will write it in answer. 9 point or that decimal 9.45. Similarly, we have D part, 18.015. Quite simple in the way it is written in the words. You have to write it in digits, in decimals. So 18, 1, 8, then decimal, then 0, then 1 and then 5. Quite simple. Now we'll come to E part, 8 point. Now we can write as a decimal also and as a point also. Both are correct. You don't need to think about it that which one is correct. Fine. So what is that? 8.006. What is that? 8.88, then point, then this decimal, then 0, 0, then 0, again 0 and then 6. Fine. Now F part is little bit tricky because it is given 4 and 35,000. Now how many places do you require in thousands? You required 3 places, but here you have been given with 35. So what will come on the third place? That is your tens place. These 2 places will come on, one will come on thousands, then one will come on hundreds, and what we are going to write it on tens place. So we will write over there 0. So what will be the representation for decimal 035? Whenever you don't have any place in any number, so on that place you will write 0. Fine. So now question number 6 we are going to start. Now what we have to do in question number 6, let's find it out. Now as we have done in the beginning, that how you can represent a decimal number using abacus. If you have any kind of a problem in representing a number using place value chart or using verbally, then you can take help of this abacus also, and it will help you to represent that decimal number. So let's start it. Question number 6. Read the numbers from the abacus. Read the number. From where? From abacus. Now I am going to represent this number, A part of this question 6, how it has been given. Now you have been given with different place value. See, as I told you here, see, you have been given with different spikes, and on those spikes with beads the numbers have been represented. Fine. Now on these spikes you have been given with different numbers. So place value we are going to write it. Now first one is 2 beads are there. Then in second we have 1 bead, and then 3, and then we have 2, and then 4. So this is your first question. This is your first A part of question number 6. Now this is your ones, tens and 100. This is your tens and this is your hundreds. Represent it with small. Fine. Tens, and this is your hundreds. This is your ones, tens and hundred. So we are going to write it. Now small t means that is your decimal place. Small h means that is again your decimal place. So what we will do, we will count the number of beads here. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will write here number of beads. Where we are going to put the decimal? After this ones place, we are going to put decimal over here. So what is the decimal number? We will get it here in the answer. We will get it 423 and 12 hundredths and 12 hundredths. So this we have done here 12 hundredths. So this what we have done, we have read the number from the abacus where the place value of that particular number have been given, and we have find it out how to write that number in decimal form. Fine. So what we have done, you have been given with the number of beads on particular spikes, that is ones, tens, 100. This is your ones, then tens, then 100, and this is your tens place and this is your hundredth place. As you all are knowing that after decimal you have your tens place and then you have your hundredth place, and before that decimal you have your ones, tens and hundred place. So in the answer we will write it. So let's do one more practice of it. Again, when you are writing answer in in numbers, you are going to write it in words also. Now in words it will become 400 23 and 12 hundredths. 12 hundredths. You must write that decimal number in words also. Fine. So what we have done, 423. The number which is before decimal, the number name will be same as we have done in large numbers. So this you don't require to learn anything. But the only thing you have to see that after decimal you have tens also and you have hundreds also. Whichever greatest decimal will be there. Like here we have hundreds. So we will write it here like 12 hundredths. Then we are not going to mention over there 1 tenths and 2 hundredths. No, we are going to write it as 12 hundredths. Fine. So that will become 423 and 12 hundredths. So here we are going to finish our today's class, and tomorrow we are going to begin from this question number 6 only. What we have done today, that we are going to revise tomorrow. So that's all for today, children. Have a good day.